Hey guys, my name is Adrienne. I'm the executive chef at that restaurant, that premier gastro club here in Atlanta. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Mexico. I went to France to learn how to cook. And I've been living here in Atlanta for the past 8 years. I'm classically French trained, like I mentioned. One of my best skill sets is that I'm very proficient with sous vide techniques, French bracing techniques, sauces, all that type of stuff. But what I bring to the table besides that is from my background, being from Mexico. I bring all the bold flavors that I learned all through my younger years, and living here in Atlanta, I incorporate all these local ingredients, Southern style food, into the techniques that I have. My work style in the kitchen would be best described as a person that thoroughly believes that luck favors the prepared. I like to be ready. I like to be ready for whatever the guests can throw at you. When you're working in the kitchen, you never know what's going to happen. That's one of the nice things about working in the kitchen. It keeps you on your toes. I definitely think that you need to be ready for whatever happens at that point. Because of that, I've been described as many things. Amongst them, micromanager. I've been described as compulsive, as a cleaning nut, and so on and so forth. But all of that puts me above all the other chefs. I'm a very hard worker because I like to be prepared. I come from a very diverse background and had a lot of different experience and cooking experiences throughout my life. So I bring that to the table. I don't just cook French or cook Mexican or Southern. It's sort of the best from all places. I had a lot of experience working with different chefs, so that is reflected definitely on the food that I cook. You can taste all that diversity behind it. I'm a person. I love competing. That's why I'm trying out for this show, because I want to compete. I want to be the best. I want to show everybody that I'm the best. I've always been in some sort of competition throughout my life. When I was young, I was a swimmer, competed at a national level. I also played water polo. I made the national team as well. Nowadays I run, and I love running, and I try to compete at least 3 times a year and pick some good races, local races sometimes. And sure, competing is fun, but I like to win. So I always had that drive in competition. I love pressure. If you're going to be a cook, you gotta love pressure. I think this type of show is a great type. It would be perfect for me, because one of the reasons that I started in cooking was so I could entertain, so I could feed people, make their days a little better. So a show like this will give me that great opportunity to have this panel of guests where I can show off what I like to do, where I can give them that experience from the beginning till the end, where I can take them through the trip, or through what my mind has. I can take them from place to place, from dish to dish, to flavor. So I think this would be definitely a great show, and I would just thrive on it. I think I would just do great in this type of show for how I like to compete and how I like to cook. My ultimate dinner party would be just that, to have I had a number of guests that are adventurous eaters that want to go somewhere else, not just sit in their room and taste stuff. That with every different dish, you go somewhere else and you have a different flavor and you feel something different. Of course, the dinner party is not just about the food, so I would love to also incorporate wine, beer throughout that experience to to take them to those places. Have every course have something specifically to drink that complements it. I think, to me, that's a perfect dinner party. It's not just about the food. It's about how you greet people, how you make them feel, what they're eating, what they're drinking, and how everything ends. What the feeling that leaves you in the end. So that would be my perfect dinner party with a theme, with that type of theme, like a worldly theme, where it's not going to be just Southern cooking. It's not just going to be French cooking. It's going to be everything, world cooking, little by little, progressing. Set a tone, go up, go down, and have that overall feeling at the end. I've never worked with Rocco before. I think it would be a great opportunity to do so. What could be more exciting, of course. But I have appeared on television before. I recently just appeared on the CBS morning show here in Atlanta. I did 2 segments with them about tailgating. I've also auditioned before to a show. I did an audition tape for Chopped not so long ago either. Plus I've done numerous of events, demos in front of large crowds, of course.